Okay, so I'll talk about myself for a bit. So I have 8 years of experience in terms of working on Power Platforms now, and I have been a solutions architect for Dynamics CRM for 4 years. Currently, I'm handling a team of solutions architect in an MNC right now. I'm certified in PL 100, 200, 300, 400, 600, which is PowerApps series. Then also on MB 910, which is Dynamics foundation level certifications. I have built more than 2,000 custom apps based on the requirements from the customers and also from the freelancing activities. I participate in hackathons and won most of them. I have trained people, cracked their interviews in terms of if there is any specific requirement that they want to achieve in that situation as well. I'm proficient in English, Telugu, Kannada, and Hindi. Whichever language you prefer, I would be happy to speak in that language, and I will be able to assist you. So that is about me. And with respect to Power Apps and CRM, let us look at the roles, because the first clarity that you would get, see, end of the day, the final product that you're seeking or the final destination that you're seeking is better income, right? So I'll set the expectations right on which you can aim for that specific role. So if you are very new to this whole space and you are a little bit like you're testing the grounds, testing the waters, if this is for you or not, the first basic step that we would that I would recommend is try and learn Power Apps and Power BI. See, Power BI, even if you want to skip, you can skip right now. But Power Apps initially, that's the first step for anyone. So I did hear a couple of students who are Power Apps developer as of now or working in support of Power Apps development. So for them, let me tell you, that's the first step of getting into this Microsoft universe. And believe me, Microsoft applications are so many that even if we all of us sit and prepare for 3 years also, it will not be completed, because they have different verticals. Azure for cloud, yeah, Power Apps and Dynamics for business applications, right? And also they have Office 365 packages, Microsoft 365 packages. All these functions are available. Okay, then if there comes a scenario where you try and support for Dynamics 365, the package, right, the money will increase to a little bit higher level. And here you would be predominantly giving access to users, creating teams, doing the IAM, what do we call it? Active Directory based works. Identity access management. Identity access management jobs. Okay, so it will predominantly be you are just monitoring who is in, who is out, and as a system administrator, you would be working on it. Then comes someone who is called as functional project and technical consultant, based on your knowledge and the company you're trying to aim for, right? If it's a product-based company, they would either call it technical or functional consultant. If you're going for a service-based company, they would call it as a project manager. Okay, so depending upon which specific entity or which specific organization you move, this is the next level of packages that you would be receiving. And again, I'll tell you the numbers as well for each role. Again, for my outstation students, just convert it, have the conversion rates ready. I'll give the packages and you can convert it. I'm not sure if it will be 1-to-1, but few, I think most of the European countries pay really well in terms of topographic analysis of this specific role. Okay, and the highest amounts are paid for people who are developers and solution architect. See, for people who are assuming that low code, no code will be there, they should aim for functional consultant or technical consultant. But if you want to achieve a status of a solution architect, there could be a little bit of coding involved. I'm not telling end-to-end full stack developer level, but you should know what level or what information you need to become a solution architect. Okay, couple of languages might include JavaScript and C Sharp. They are basic. Okay, then there are options like HTML, then CSS and everything. So you can explore those options as well. Okay, so I'm setting the expectation right that if your aim is to become solution architect, this course will cover few scenarios. This doesn't explain you the coding language, but few couple of scenarios. I'll give you the code and you can practice with them. Okay, but beyond that, if you want to explore, you have to end up learning the code. But that is for solution architect. If I am a newbie in the domain, I want to aim for a role. My request for all of you is, wherever job portals you have LinkedIn profiles, just go and search technical consultant, functional consultant. That would be suffice. You can aim for that role. And with respect to packages in Power BI, if you are a Power BI developer, I have seen people getting somewhere from 12 lakh INR to 15 lakh INR. Okay, then Power App developers in good companies are making somewhere close to 15 to 20. Okay, they will stay back there only. The problem is, if they give more and more, right, they have to learn more as well. Okay, then support specialists are again little bit on the lower side. They could be somewhere from even freshers are getting hired in this specific role sometimes. So it could be some 7 to 15 lakh INR people are getting by being a support specialist. That's it. Okay, technical, functional and project managers are making somewhere closer to the bracket of 18 lakhs to 25 lakhs. Okay, if you are a technical consultant, that means you know the concepts of integration and migration, you would be getting packages close to 30 lakhs. Okay, then consultant and developer roles, you would get beyond 35 lakhs. Solution architects are making beyond 40 lakhs as of now. The market is really hot, and people are hiring PowerApps developers and Dynamics developers from the from the ground up, because everyone wants to build their apps on their own. Lots of layoffs are happening, so they would want to give the power to a person who is already handling business. So if you're a person who has already worked in a domain, like you've done a team management, you run a project already, they will get a huge advantage because they already know the process, and building a custom app will also be easier for them to deal with. Okay, so this is the role based analysis, because the first slide we started, I explained about myself, and why I'm giving you this perspective is I'm making your goal clear, that what should be your aim from this course. Okay, and if you're based on your confidence level, yes Raj, I'll be able to do the coding as well, if you say so, you can aim for solution architect. It will take time. This is, and we should definitely inform that I'm not a person who prefers theory only. I'm going to give you a license for 30 days, like 60 days we will cover you for licensing. I'll teach you how to get licensing as well. Okay, I'll come to that slide, I'll show it to you today. So understand from role based perspective, does anyone in the call have any questions? Because I think you might have not done this analysis on LinkedIn or Naukri or Indeed.com. So this is the basic understanding. Any questions, guys? Was I clear? Anything that you would like to add more or understand more? Okay.
Yeah, one question.
Yeah.
In terms of integrating with
Mhm.
C# creating plugin,
Mhm.
how frequently is required for a developer to do that kind of special customization?
Oh, very good question. These are custom, this comes under customizations, correct? And in real life scenario, to be very frank, it happens often, Sam. And it's based on your, what do you call it? The customer that you are working with. So to be very frank, in a year, if I'm doing 3 projects, like a 3 months or a 4 month project, uh, I would have built at least like minimum 3 to maximum 12 plugins for each project. So it will not be just one plugin. So you will be developing plugins, 3 to 4 plugins at least. And it's not
Okay.
too hard. It's not too hard. Let me give you that confidence as well. It's not too hard. If you understand C# class concepts, or if you have done a .NET framework or MVC5, or at least you understand HTML, right? HTML, for people of our age, we are at least our 10 years of experience sitting here in the call. So I assume that HTML you might have heard about it, or you might have built a WordPress website before LinkedIn age, I'm telling.
Yeah.
To
Actually,
Yeah.
I'm actually JavaScript background,
Oh,
like
then this is
something in that
awesome.
way. Yeah.
You can,
Yeah.
so what you can do is, for plugin, rather than using C#, you can use JavaScript to build a plugin. That's totally fine.
Oh, okay. I didn't
Yeah,
know that.
and yeah, I have to double check if it is gonna be the similar one, the standard JavaScript, or like the JSON concepts. It's predominantly JSS, sorry, CSS, Ajax, all concepts, depending upon how complex the UI customer wants. But
Okay.
ideally, if you know JavaScript, then you're in a good spot.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Yeah.
Okay. I take any other questions, ladies and gentlemen?
I have one question. So
Go ahead.
you have mentioned a lot of technical terms over here,
Mhm.
and I don't have any experience in the technical side of the product or any product per se. I have been a non-technical person throughout, and
Mhm.
as a
No
functional
problem.
consultant, would it be easier for me to attend this course, or will I be like completely?
See, I'll give you the prerequisites in the next slide. Okay. If you fit in it, definitely it will not be a problem.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So, so before I go ahead and explore the course, let me give the idea about the prerequisites. So, what do the trainer want from you? See, you guys are seeking knowledge on Dynamics and PowerApps from me. So, what I expect from you is also one of the criteria. I'm expecting you know how to work on Microsoft products, Excel, PowerPoint, the basic stuff of how to use laptop, and you should have your own personal laptop. Please do not use office laptops. Reason being, there could be some action taken, because we will be giving our own login credentials, right? And it might trigger a DLP if you are using your office laptops. Please make sure you have a personal laptop. Even if it is 10 years old, it will work, because everything that we do is in cloud, so you don't have to worry about it. So have a working laptop, and make sure you have basic knowledge of using a stand like these simple apps: Word, PowerPoint, and Excel. That's it. Okay. And if possible, see guys, Dynamics or Power Apps, both are UI based app development technologies. UI means user interface. The websites that you see, right? So the Facebook page, the Amazon page, so all the websites that you have seen, right? It will be predominantly that is what is called a UI. In the back end, the in the back end, there will be a database. But the front end, when we call front end or UI, all these means what you see on the screen. So my recommendation, at least if you have an external monitor, you will have ample real estate to work and design, because we will use at least 2 or 3 different tools, and 2 or 3 different tabs will be opened, which would result in very small screen, and it is very hard for you to understand or work with a very small screen, especially the laptop ones, which are now 13-inch, 14-inch, right? You'll not be able to even see what you're trying to achieve. Okay, so that's one of my prerequisites. Next, this last one is an optional one. So we will be giving you a 30-day trial and another 30-day trial for Dynamics 365 platform sales. Okay, you can use it. But after 60 days, please make sure I'll teach you how to enroll yourself. Okay. After the course also, if you would like to have that domain for yourself, you can you might have to use your own credit card and get a new organization and create everything from scratch, and you can continue using that. But let me assure you, these are standing instructions. If you forget to deactivate in 30 days, at least 8,000 rupees per month will be deducted. Or like in if you're from UK, it's 32 pounds. US, I think it's $30 a month. Okay, if you're comfortable with that, please make sure you can go ahead and subscribe. It's also recommended to have your own domain, but if not, from Visualpath we will provide you two 30, so 2 months worth of access. You have to, and also you have to make sure you practice along with the sessions that I'm doing. Okay, so this is one of the prerequisites that I have. If you know this much, I'm fine. I can work with you, and I'll come from complete basic. Okay, others who already have knowledge, also you have to also excuse me, because sometimes we have students who are coping up. You might know certain concepts. You have to just forgive me and on those couple of minutes where I'll be explaining redundantly. But apart from that, we will be able to continue what we are doing. And how to practice, guys. I do this activity with my Power Apps team. Every Monday you will have Saturday. See, most of you guys are working, right? So Saturday, Sunday, I know it's your family time, but every Monday you have to come back and show me what you did over the weekend. And you have to, and I'm a more practical person. I'll do less theory and more practical. A domain will be given. I'll be showing you the steps. If possible, if you have multiple screens, please look at the screen that I'm doing and copy it. If that is not the case, you can definitely see the recording and do it yourself. Okay, that's the prerequisite of the course. Any other questions on this one? Right, hope everything is good. Cool. I'll just go back to syllabus now. Okay, so a lot of you have a question that's Power Apps or Dynamics. See, answer is either one is fine. So if you want to have foundation very much in deep, see, I teach both Power Apps and Dynamics. Okay, so I think Niruddha is from yeah, Aditya is from same course as well. So you guys can do that as well. Or if you have little bit confidence ki, yes, I can study Power Apps. See, Power Apps is definitely important, but if your aim is Dynamics, you can learn Dynamics as well first. And we will definitely cover certain level of concepts of Power Apps and Power Automate in this course as well. Okay, without explaining the basics, I will not go ahead and move directly. Hi guys, this is Dynamics. No, I will try and explain Dynamics. I'll try to bridge and do the mind mapping for you, and then we will take on from there. Okay, so couple of things in the course. I might jumble this. Okay, I might jumble this and do Power Apps and Power Automate first, probably, and then I might be doing each and every topic here and there. But I'll tell you one thing. Apart from part 4, if you know rest of the parts, you can be a functional consultant. Part 4 is for the solutions architect people, which will involve, as Sam said, plugin concepts, high level customizations. You would have a couple of integration concepts, and you will use Visual Studio 2022, the latest version, although most of the companies currently still use 2018 or older versions. Especially ERP folks can confirm on that, because companies don't upgrade very frequently the UI or the software to keep a stable version of the software for the longest time possible. Okay, so always remember, if you are good, if you're comfortable, basics of Power Apps and Power Automate I'll tell, not in depth. Then I'll be concentrating on Dynamics concepts. If you come till part 3, you should be good for a functional or a technical consultant. You should know, or at least understand, that there are few concepts in advance that I know exist. you should be fine in functional consultant role. But if in case your aim is for solution architect, then you should know about this. So I'll tell you the reality of, see, I have taught now close to 100 students. I can tell you very simple. People who aimed for solution architect will become functional consultant. People who have aimed for technical consultant role have become support specialist. People who aimed for support specialist role have become Power Apps developer. And by taking up the role, they have spent some time and upskilled themselves in that specific role. Okay, because again, if you prepare till consultant role, you might end up somewhere in here. Okay, so my recommendation is aim for solution architect. Have the right perspective that you will try to achieve everything. But if there is a hiccup somewhere here and there for you, you didn't get time or something like that, at least aim for functional consultant. Okay, that's my ask. So with that, I will give you a couple of other options as well. Okay, so CRM is not a new concept. Customer relationship management is not a new concept. This has been existing from past 20 years. We had that machines, right? Manual machines, even at the grocery shops or motels, or you still go that they type everything on the machine and automatically the cash register opens. You enter. That was the initial stage of a CRM. CRM actual concepts were started somewhere in the year 2010. Actually started in 2006, but in 2010 they started actually for public. Okay, now these days there is huge market of competition going on, and all the CRMs are fighting for better opportunities. This is an age of startups. People are trying to build something on their own. Everyone needs a CRM. So the companies which need CRM can either go to, they are also like us, right? Either they go to the best or they go to the cheapest. Microsoft is among the best in the industry. Okay, reason being why Microsoft is such a huge hit in the domain is they already have so many apps that are integrated really well. So you guys have used PowerPoint, you have used Word. How different do you think Dynamics will be? The UI is familiar, people know how to use it, and they are still in Microsoft domain. And one good advantage is you have the integration capabilities from other Microsoft applications like Azure. There is a concept called as Dataverse. So lots of interdependencies are created, because of which Microsoft is a lucrative option of the industry. People who wants best have MS Dynamics on their environment. Okay, but there is an age-old sage. Okay, when I say sage, they have experience. Okay, Salesforce is the king of CRMs in the world. You might have, I think most of you might have heard the name, the blue cloud with Salesforce written in it. But most of the people, the general public, might think, yeah, this is a clouds company, right? It's a cloud company, right? But they are actually a CRM company. They build custom CRMs. It is in terms of customizations, especially people who are aiming for solutions architect, right? After Dynamics also, if you want to do something, my recommendation is go towards Salesforce. It's better to have two rather than one knowledge, right? So concepts will remain almost the same. It's just that it's a different jargon or a name that would be used. Okay, few freeway tools that are currently in the market are HubSpot, Zoho, Pipedrive, Fresh Sales, and Odoo. Odoo is pretty new, and it's mostly free. So you can also test it out. And it's always good as a dynamic CRM architect, right? You should know what your competitor is doing so that you can improve your own templates as well. So my ask from you, all of you, is know the competitors. First, know the roles that you might want to aim. Know what you want. And the third thing is what type of CRM, what is the journey that you would be doing? If you are aiming for, if you're doing Power Apps, complete Dynamics 365 course, move towards Salesforce. See, it should not be end. There is no end for this. This is gonna continue endlessly because CRM. The one bad habit of Microsoft is every 15 days they launch a new patch. Okay, so unless and until you are following up, just like our Instagram reels, what is happening in the Microsoft domain, you would lose out on the latest information, and there is a tendency that you might forget what all things that has been done. Okay, so with that information, any questions before I start off the class?
Last. So
Yeah.
what is the difference between CRM and ERP? I mean, mostly people will closely use the same.
100%. So understand this. CRM itself is for is 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 predominantly tracking customer details. Okay, ERP is tracking employee details. Or let us give you an example. So imagine an organization, HP. Okay, HP as customers information. They sell printers. So all their customer information is being tracked on the CRM. ERP on the other side, all its employees, all its assets, all the meeting rooms, all the finance stuff. How much is your salary? When did you join? All the status of the employees, all these financial and also maintaining the what do you call it? A company related assets is done by ERP, and everything customer related is CRM. You will not track what is the salary of a person on a CRM. It will be done on either ERP systems or as you saw, I think there are few folks from FNO as well, they can confirm. So financially, FNO is very strong, finance and operations of Dynamics version. CRM is for customer engagement, relationship, marketing, all those things we will use CRM. And CRM is not just that. See, we have a feature like Uber, right? The car delivery app, Uber, car hire app, Uber, which is like field service, like, and also the delivery options. People do delivery, door to door delivery, right? That option is already available in Dynamics CRM field service. So it's not that what do you say? It should be from a company's perspective. Stand in a company's perspective yourself and think, okay, yeah, my employees, my data is tracked in an ERP, but my customer information is being tracked in CRM. Make sense? Any clarity?
Yeah, very clear. Thank you.
Yeah, so that is actually one very good question, because most of my students also have the questions like, what's ERP? And the next question people might have, so what is the CE? I see CE written, and few of the places there is CRM written. Haven't you noticed it? Half of the places there are CE mentioned and customer engagement, and then people are using CRM at some places. So there are two reasons for it. CRM is the right term. CE could be used in two ways. Either if it is being used in an offline mode, people call it CE. So again, as I said, CRM is purely cloud-based application, but there is an offline version for it called as on-premise version. So if the partner or the company is using offline mode or in on-premise mode, they will call it as what do we call it? CE. Okay, so Dynamics CE, that is what is called. Otherwise, predominantly, these are all known as Dynamics 365 CRM apps. So this is the main difference between those two terms. You can check any job description. They would have mentioned CE separately and CRM separately, right? And a homework to you guys as well. I know you have not enrolled yet, but a homework to you guys. Sit on Naukri or LinkedIn. Search for keywords. Ready to note down keywords? Okay, I think you guys are ready. Okay, so first search for plugin. Then search for XRM toolbox. Then Third one, workflow. Fourth one, out of box capabilities, or commonly known as OOBS, out of box capabilities. Okay. Then search simple word CRM. Okay. Then sales, marketing, and third one is sales, marketing, and customer service modules of CRM Dynamics. So this is your homework. Guys who are unsure about, okay, what's happening. So end of the day, the job that you're trying to aim for has these terminologies. Check how many jobs or which type of, how closer it is that you can aim from your current job to this specific. And I can assure you, these are the concepts we will cover in this specific course. By the number of iterations, by number of, especially for the people in India, just update your Naukri profile with the term Dynamics and wait for 1 week. Just the term Dynamics. Update your profile. You have to log in daily. That's another task. But just update the term Dynamics. You can see how many requests you would get. Okay. Currently, there is a hiring going on in KPMG. Okay, especially in US, guys in US, please search KPMG site and check if there is still the opening open or not. But that's a recommendation. Okay, so please make sure you analyze, realize, and know where you're headed. It will give you clarity. Any other questions? If not, I can start off.
There's one more question.
Yeah.
I hope you remember, I have forwarded you one syllabus through Visualpath team. There was a session held, I think 2 weeks ago. I have attended the session. It was middle of the session, but I have some question, like the syllabus that I have forwarded you, that has some more details which were not there in the Visualpath team. So I hope you remember the syllabus, or there are some additional module maybe or additional concept.
Can you tell me what concepts are, because I have so many, so okay. I tend to forget. So can you tell me what are the concepts?
I mean, it's in much detail, but I can just read out few keywords.
Yeah,
maybe
yeah, please read out. Yeah,
field
that will help.
service
Yeah.
module, email configuration.
Yes, correct.
Something
So
like
field
that.
service. Yes, so field service module is not something that that we teach. Reason is simple. Not many people are using field service, but if you know sales or marketing, right, it is not too hard for you to cover field service on your own, because how do I say it? Field service is very project specific vertical of Dynamics. Most of the situations that we get, it will be only these three. But if you need only that or anything specific, I might have to check with Visualpath. That will be a different, I would say, course altogether to add those things in. The problem is in the market, it's just three of them. And believe me, Krati, it's not too hard. If you know sales, you can just mimic whatever you're doing to other different verticals as well. It's just that the features will change. Like for customer service, all the applications will be related to customer handling, like cases or priorities. Those type of tables will be there. For field service, it will be location, agent, which field, and topography related fields will be more. That's it.
Okay. And anything we will not be covering regarding reports, report wizard, build-in reports?
Report wizards, we need data repository. So with just sample data, we will not be able to make complex reports. But charts, yes, we do teach charts.
Okay.
So reporting, right? It is very so reports can be created with we can create simple reports. Okay, for that you don't need a class. But the problem is in real life the reports are very custom. I need a number of employee and the person who joined in 2024 with inside the quarter from Q1 to Q3, and so the sub what do you call it, questionnaire that I have to configure in the app, right? Those things are pretty, what do you say, in depth. So if you are, that's what I'm telling. This is very project related target that you are asking, which of course 100% doable. I'm not telling it's not doable, but what happens is it's so narrow that it will be only value add for you, but others will be like, why are we doing this? So that is where, that is the situation. Probably once in a blue moon, once in 3 years, or you'll get a project like that, where they will customize a report till that level. But yeah, doable, not a big problem. But yeah, that's very rare.
Yeah, but an overview can be covered, like how reports and everything works and all that. Not if not in details.
Yeah, yeah. So I do, yeah, overview for sure. See, what I do is because I will be on a strict timelines, right? I'll have maximum 6 weeks or like 7 weeks to complete the whole course. Other people will be in a rush. Okay, people might have quit their job and trying to complete. So usually alternate weekend, one day, Saturday, I give a Q&A session for 2 or 3 hours. I invite all my students to come in. Any questions, any training, or see, I'll not do one-to-one training, but I'll explain the concepts and make you understand what you need. So there people can come in, they come there, talk about their issues or their recent interview that they did, or they want me to skim through their resume and fix that. I help them with that. If they want me to, sir, I'm a little bit bad in my conversational skills. How would I speak to them about? See, technically, most of people will be ready, but conversational, they don't have the confidence. So I've taken mock interviews as well in those calls. So others have listened to it. So like that, I do. You can use that. And again, it will not be every weekend. I need 1 day break at least. So what I'll do every alternate weekend or something, Saturday, Sunday, preferably based on the students who have doubts, we move it around and I take that class and answer all the questions. So you can be there. I'll be there for 2-3 hours.
Perfect.
Yeah,
and even after training, we can keep in touch with you for any query or anything, like once this training is over.
Yeah, that's the only
Is
part,
there a
guys.
group, something like that? Like
yes, you would be getting a visual. You'll be added to the WhatsApp group of the whole team. So anyone who is trying for an interview or gets a lead, right? You can share it in the group. The problem is I might not be part of it. See, I am already part of an MNC, and this is my day-to-day work. So what happens is I can't reveal that because it will come upon my own job, if you know India rules. So I am moonlighting right now. So so that is the reason I don't share my details. However, with respect to questions, the middleman would be Visualpath. Any questions that you have, you can just have to integrate with Visualpath. They will do that for me. Okay, so and after the course, believe me guys, I have supported people for like 3-4 months, like once in a blue moon questions, but not every day. I'll be very much packed.
all right.
Yeah. Cool. So okay, so any other questions, guys? Because I'm trying to answer all of your questions. Reason being, all these thoughts might be coming in. You are about to pay money. I understand. I was a student once, and also deciding on the fact if this is the right path or not. I understand that. Only problem is your commitment. If you give commitment in terms of regular practice and making sure whatever we are teaching, you are practicing it. That's all we need to achieve this. And yeah, while finding jobs, you have to lie about it. So people might not hire you directly and say, yeah, fresher, yeah, come on board. For the lady HR, right? She said HR. She can leverage, talk about Dynamics being used in HR field, and leverage that she was an architect for HR apps that was created. See, you might have to end up lying. Everyone lies. So use that concept and try to showcase yourself closer to CRM in a way. And believe me, everyone in the call, I can connect you with Dynamics somehow, unless you have not studied anything till now. So I can assure you, if you are here on the call, you have done some work. All you have to do to crack an interview is connect it connect the dots and showcase that it is somewhere related to CRM. And most of the CRM jobs, they don't care about your previous experience as long as you know the concepts really well. Okay, I hope I have instated a little bit of confidence in terms of jobs and vacancies. I would definitely look forward for you to join in. But again, the decision of Power Apps and Dynamics, I leave it to you. A few people who are like, no, I want to do ground up very, very clearly can enroll Power Apps courses. But if people are already confident, let me start with Dynamics. I can study the rest of Power Apps, the in-depth Power Apps later on. You can go ahead with Dynamics 365 course. So with that, let us start with basic concepts. Okay, so I'll take another 10-15 minutes. Please forgive me on that because we discussed too much. So let's have a little bit of conceptual knowledge. Okay, so database. You have heard this term. You have probably seen this also. It is there on your phone. It is there on your computer. It's there in the server rooms. There are so many databases in the data centers. What is a database? Database, in simple words, is a place where I store information. The information, what type of information, is irrelevant. There are bifurcations, separations of database based on what type of information do you store. Is it a relational database, which means each table inside the database is connected, non-relational, and also we have clean database, like the ones which are very, very meticulous and you don't have to make any changes in them. And few of them are there with a lot of missing content. Okay, so databases is nothing but a structured collection of data which is organized in a way that allows easy access for management and updating. This is the typical bookish definition, but simple words, database is nothing but a collection of tables. Okay, now the reason why I have put two different logos, while building anything that is related to network, you would see the right one. Anything that is related to general HLD, LLD, which is high level diagrams and low level diagrams, you would see the left one. Okay, so database is nothing but stack of magnetic tapes, like looks like servers and stuff. So that's the sign. Wherever you see it, you can easily recognize we are talking about database. Okay, so there are 5 important pillars that make a database. Okay, so if you see, when I said what is database, I said databases are a collection of tables. So if I do a reverse or vice versa, right, tables are nothing but building blocks of the database. It involves, each table will involve a row and a column. For guys who are unable to envision, think of Excel. Excel is your database. Okay, it has tables, right? It has rows and columns. Each column can be configured in different types of data types. Next question, sir, what is data type? Data type is nothing but in that specific column, what type of data is there. So if you ask me, sir, what are the different types of data? It could be your joining date. So data type becomes date. If I'm writing an employee name, the data type will become text. If it is a yes or no question, are you a full-time employee? Yes, no. So this yes, no also becomes a type of data type. Okay, and there are many other data types based on different data sources. Okay, then data types will once you start working on data, and also guys, if you have time, just if you know SQL, there you will shine in terms of database concepts. So just it's a not if just look at any YouTube video, 30 minutes video, 6 instructions, done. Okay, so it will be easier for you to remember, so give it a try. Okay, then there is a concept called as primary and secondary key. Okay, I'll not go in deep, but primary key is a key. What is a, sir? What is a key? Is there a physical key? No. Primary key is a column inside a database which can be used to connect to any other entity or any other table. Okay, so primary key is a way of connecting different tables. So imagine there is a table of full of student names, and there is a table full of teachers of a college. If I would like to connect them, if I would like to connect them, I have to either use one column from both these tables to join them, right? It could be the class 1, class 2, class 3. So students are also part of class, teachers are also part of class. So there is one column in both of them with which I can connect both the information. That is where a primary key comes into place. There is a secondary key, foreign key, a lot of options are there. You can explore what do you say, SQL concepts, database concepts. You will understand it better. So then what is this query, sir? Query in general, what we mean is asking questions. So right now we are, so most of the DB guys, right, database guys in your company, they would be like, I'm querying, I'm running jobs, I'm querying. So this kind of jargon, querying, I'm running queries. What that means is they are asking database to provide only specific set of information. See, what is database? It's a huge data set collector. Okay, you don't have to so you don't have to pull all the information that is stored in the database every time you want to do something basic activity. Like imagine the database is full of inventory of IKEA. Okay, and you would want to go and buy an IKEA chair, right? Would you, when you go to the website, if I just type chair, if everything pops up, it doesn't serve the purpose what the customer was looking, right? They don't need to see anything others. So when I write chair, I should be able to view only available options of chairs, right? And if you are walking inside IKEA also, you can directly go and you would want to go and see the chair section only, not anything else. Correct? So what you are doing is you are asking the database, hey, can you just show me where the chairs are? Can you just show me in the website the results which are related to chairs? Okay, that is called querying. Okay, you are asking question to database to give specific result. Okay, so next question you might be, sir, Raj sir, we have seen so many database. We have worked on databases also. I have done my Microsoft SQL, MySQL, Oracle DB, MongoDB. All those databases I have worked upon, but I have not worked upon Microsoft's database. What is it? What's the Microsoft database? That's our next concept called as Dataverse. Okay, Dataverse is predominantly the proprietary database of Microsoft. You remember I told you there is a huge advantage that Microsoft has than any other competitors. What sets apart, and the keyword list that I was giving, just add this word to it, Dataverse. Okay, it has an immense applications in the domain of Microsoft. It is a proprietary database of Microsoft. It integrates very well with PowerApps, Power Automate, Power Pages, Power BI, right? These are the four pillars of Microsoft Fabric. That's the new concept that they are calling. But Power Platform, the OG name, is, if I still use it, Power BI, Power Apps, Power Automate, Power Pages, all can be integrated to the Dataverse. The one which looks like a green flower on the screen, that's Dataverse. Okay, which also enables for you to use AI builder concepts. Okay, there are few 4 to 6 different options in terms of AI. You can train an AI also. So those concepts are also useful when you have Dataverse as your database. Okay, and since it's Microsoft, you are taking it on a subscription basis. When I give you the licenses, you will have one GB each to create as many table as you want. If in case in real life there was an additional space needed, you have to have that what do we call it, the expansion bay for Dataverse. So what it is, see, some apps might be simple, they can use up less than 1 GB, but there could be apps which involves videos and images, a lot of other things, which can become more than 1 GB space. That's when you buy an additional Dataverse package. Okay, so what is this definition? Dataverse lets you securely store and manage data that's used by business. Correct? Business applications. Data within the Dataverse is stored within a set of tables. Yeah, we know that because we studied the database concept. A table is a set of rows and columns. That's true. That also a second pillar. And it also has a primary column. It also has, as I said, right, primary key concept. There is a topic called as relationships, a very, very important topic called as relationships, which comes into place where we join two different lists as one to many, many to one, everything. Okay, so just understand that, keep this in your mind, that Dataverse is nothing but a table of Microsoft. Okay, so if you ask me, Raj, what is the reason? Why should I buy and get this Dataverse? I have a tie-up with my older company, Oracle. Why don't I go to Oracle and get the Oracle DB or Red Hat, whichever you want. You're trying to get that from that specific vendor. Okay, very simple reason. Very easily managed. You don't have to worry about creating servers and everything. You go to the Microsoft website, you pay the fee, your database is ready. Okay, you don't have to, you being a developer and especially functional consultant's role would be predominantly to explain to the customer that which type of data source is best for them, which type of what do you say, applications can be used in Dataverse, what are the new additional features that will be helpful for them in future. So functional consultant and technical consultant role would be to analyze and make sure the customer doesn't upgrade in next 3 years, right? So they keep it stable and they don't make any changes. For them it will be easier. Okay, and easy to secure. See, you probably will be working in an organization. You will have your organization ID. If I want to share access to anyone, it is pretty simple. You just click on share, add that user's ID, and done, right? And you can also configure row level security as well. Makes sense, right? Row level security. So imagine there is a team lead. So team leads will have little bit more access than a normal customer service agent. After team lead, boss will have a a, a team view. Okay, then a CEO will have a vertical head view. So each person will have the different level of security clearance. That security clearance, as I said, right, IAM concept, identity access management concepts, that will come in handy while doing this specific role based security. Okay, then access to your Dynamics 365 data. So keeping it there, it is safe. You can quickly build custom apps. So one of the interview questions that I had asked one of my students is, there is a Dataverse table. Can I build a model driven app and a Power App at the same time? What do you think the answer would be?
Yeah.
Okay, Arudra, good. Anyone else? So the feature of Dataverse is it's an independent table. Okay, with Excel you can do a pivot, you can do a chart. but the data source isn't touched, right? It is completely immaculate. So you have to remember, as long as you are working with Dataverse, you can use the data inside Dataverse any number of times in different applications as well. I can have a Power BI dashboard, I can have a Power App, Canvas app, I can have a model driven app, whichever it is possible, we can do that. This capacity or capability of D365 Dataverse comes into handy most of the scenario. And this is what has created Copilot come into phase. It knows your information, it knows what you're trying to do, and it recommends you the further steps. Okay. A rich metadata, it is for creating multiple types of data types. It has data type called as video. If I want to build, I can build a Netflix website in PowerApps, right? But yeah, if the size of a movie should be less than 50 MB, so it should be we can't even upload a MP4. It will be like less than 3 GB video. So 50 MB, that's the limit. Okay, so depending upon what type of tables you have, you can create relationships between them too. Okay, logic and validation, this is where the actual concept starts. You can write business rules, business flows. Okay, then there is business flows or business process flows. The jargon, industry standard jargon, is BPF. Okay, so depending upon the project, you would be asked to create BPF, workflows, plugins. See guys, I told plugin first. Reason being, people who get highest amount of packages are already working on plugins. So there is a good scope, because not every customer will fit into the framework. Okay, you might have to do it. And also, this role is not somewhere where you will be building everything from scratch. Microsoft has given you modules, you would be adjusting it to the need of the customer. So if the customer is a Taco Bell, so I might have to upgrade the donuts, the ice creams, the pastries, all these options as line items. However, if the client turns out to be Continental, a tire manufacturer company, you have to highlight what type of compound is the tire being used, for which car this tire being used, how much of a lifetime does this car have, how much mileage can this tire be used, for what type of terrain this type. So all that concepts and validations and all the entities can be fed into Dataverse in a very friendly manner, along with an image, along with a video, a quick tutorial, maybe something like that. You can use it. So that's a huge advantage of using Dataverse than SharePoint. Okay, then productivity tools. Okay, so there are lots of add-in options. Okay, add-in, you might have seen in the Outlook there are add-in options, Excel there are add-in options, which will have integration and productivity capabilities when you use Dataverse. Okay, cool. So no questions. So in terms of, again, industry specific jargons, I'm just highlighting few important jargons. So guys, there are three types of companies in the market these days. One is B2B, B2C, and hybrid. B2B is business to business, which is a transaction that happens between one business to another business. Accenture selling services, its services to Apple, is a business to business transaction. Okay, then business to customer transaction, B2C. What is this B2C? B2C is nothing but a vendor dealing directly with the customer. For example, if we talk about Whole Foods, or if we talk about what is a company, man? I forgot it. Best Buy. Yeah, Best Buy. So these companies are predominantly dealing directly with the customers. So then we can call them a B2C type of organization. And then there is a third one, which is what most of the companies do. So in India, we have Tata. right? Tata is a hybrid company because they manufacture Jaguar, Land Rovers, Tata cars as well. Then they make trucks, they supply to defense. All those things are being done simultaneously. So for them, the customer could be directly an end user who's buying, okay, today I want to buy a Jaguar, right? He's an end user. Or they can also be other companies. So a transport or a fleet management company, DHL or FedEx, a logistical company, can procure these trucks, right? In Europe and US, it could be Daimler or Mercedes or better Volvos, right? So these companies are shipping to different companies. So these are all manufacturing companies. They just manufacture and sell it to other businesses. So companies which can do both, which is sell to customers directly and sell to enterprises as well. So these two, when they come together, these type of organizations are hybrid. My reason to explain this slide is about B2B, B2C, because that's the most important common jargon that we see in the industry. For those who have no idea what's happening, for them, it will be very, very helpful. Please remember, if in the training also I say B2C transaction or something like that, you can relate it to here. Okay. Then, next question. Then what is the CRM, sir? We have been talking for more than an hour. What is the CRM? Come to the conclusion fast. See, CRM in my simple word is nothing but that is what I've written there. It's like a super organized notebook, okay, which includes all type of transactions or informations with your customer. Very, very clear, with customer. Okay, that's why it is customer relationship management. Okay, so you are tracking all the information that are related to customer. And I have taken an example here, Domino's Pizza, because no matter which country you are from, you have Domino's there, right? You might be seeing whenever you go and try and order something, the pizza, the lady on the counter has the cash counter on which there is a very small computer screen and they are typing very fast. So what do you need? What do you need? The UI, the device that she's using is also similar to the kiosks that you guys might have seen in the airports, right? So what happens is every time a customer places an order, they will check, hey sir, is this the first time you're visiting? If you have already visited, can I have your phone number? Sometimes they go ahead and say, so what's your birthday as well, please? So you would share that information, right? After you have shared the information, you buy your pizza, you enjoy your pizza, and leave. And imagine the next week is your birthday, and suddenly you see a message from McDonald's saying, hey there, this is, we are giving you a birthday special coupon for 500 USD, which is again high. Please celebrate with your friends. Come in, let's enjoy together. Kind of a message that you get on your phone. Naturally, it is your plan that it's your birthday and you are ready to spend. By giving you a voucher, they are converting your mind and putting themselves in a stage where they are also an option. If I give you 500 USD as a coupon, if I'm spending 5,000 USD, I'm still saving 500, right? Why not? Okay, let me go to Domino's Pizza. What did they do? What is the CRM doing here? It collected the information, it studies the customer and does something called as targeted marketing. If you're using marketing module, CRM is used to do targeted research and module wherein they will pitch you the exact thing that you're looking for. And what are the sources? Where are they getting this information? Instagram. You guys will be talking about something, you're ready to plan to buy something, and immediately you saw your reels and TikToks suggesting the same concepts. Your phones are listening, it will definitely recommend you what you are talking about right now. And that information in the back end gets sent over to the company which actually manufactures. And suddenly, when I open Amazon, you can see the same information that I was searching for, right? Hasn't this happened to all of you guys? At least once? Yes, no?
Yeah, not in once. It's always.
Yeah, right. So this is the most common practices, guys. A CRM is an amazing tool for companies who want to expand their sales as well. Predominantly, you would have seen sales in the car dealerships. It's there everywhere. The CRM is there everywhere, but I'm giving you bigger examples for the wider audience as well. So in car dealerships, in pizzas, Domino's, even logistics, right? The Krati was talking about field service example. The same field service is being used by Uber, Ola, and all these delivery apps that we are seeing here in India. People do door-to-door deliveries, Blinkit, Swiggy, Zomato. All of them are a case example or a case study of field service, right? And there are other verticals as well. Customer service, I think most of you guys might have seen CRM customer service, because if there is an issue with your laptop, who do you reach out to? IT team, right? Your IT team is using a CRM to track, okay, this is my user. So imagine I'm taking example of Akash. Okay, Akash is part of my company. He's using my asset, this laptop. This laptop needs a battery swap. Let's first check if he's part of my company. When did he join? When was his last laptop refresh? Okay, he deserves a new laptop. 3 years done. Okay, send a new laptop to him, right? That level of tracking is being done in terms of using CRM. So similarly, customers, all your warranties, guarantees that companies give, how they are tracking, they are keeping all the information in their CRMs. Anything that you buy which says warranty or guarantee is using a CRM. Okay, so that's the reason the market is huge, options are more, and that is the reason why there is a very much high increase in opportunity growing. And I would stop, because if I continue, I'll continue. You guys will lose your mind. So I hope it was helpful, and you guys can explore the options. Do let us know, and come back to Visualpath team if you have any questions. Happy to help you guys if you want to ask any questions now as well. But if not, then I hope you guys, I hope to see you all in my class. Thank you so much. Either this one or PowerApps.
Course timings and how many, do you guys, please?
Course timings, that's not even in my hand at this point of time. I think because of our vivid time zone differences, we will try and see to squeeze in everyone. Let us see. I think Visualpath will decide after the enrollments. Even I would like to know that. And let's see. Arudra, that's the situation as of now. Just have a conversation with the Visualpath team. What could be a potential timing that will suit for everyone, and we can work from there. Because I'm available till 12 noon India time. I work in UK time zone, so I should be fine. Morning times are good for me.
Okay, thank you.
Awesome. Then I'll stay back for a couple of minutes. Feel free to drop off, and anyone who wants to have a personal one-on-one question can stay back, and others, thank you so much. Happy weekend.